Ah, we haven't played Mage all day. My favorite class. It's my favorite class. It's not even doing all that well for us win-wise overall, but it makes the hypest decks.
I was destined to rule.
Come on, hype. Hey, build a snowman. That's hype for me. I like build a snowman. Evasive Draconid. Even though it dies to Big Game Hunter, I think you take this over Kaldari Drake. Albatross versus Legionnaire. I like Legionnaire, but I'm gonna take Albatross. I like Cone of Cold. I like Kooky Chemist. I think I'm gonna take Cone of Cold. Drake Fire. Still not 100% sold on this card. I'm really not. But we'll take it. Love Bloodguard. I'm gonna take Flame Strike. Sorry, Bloodguard. Another Albatross versus a simple Argent Squire. Makes the deck not all golden. Let's go double Albatross. Try to fill the deck with birds. Another 3? I could take Voodoo Doctor. Alright, easy night, Captain. Primordial Drake. Stack more dragons. Primordial Drake, you could have saved me at the end of our last run. You had your best situation lined up. Sated versus Platebreaker. I think I am going to take Sated, but I do need a 5 more than a 7. Yeah, let's take Platebreaker. Yeah, I don't want more 7s right now. I guess I want more 3s, though. I need that. I need that clip from Star Trek. There's a clip from Star Trek where a character says, 3s, all 3s. First 3 of a kind, then 3 sets of 3. I need that clip. Alright, tap it to her. Babbling Book versus Nesting. I'm gonna take the Babble. It's fun. It's fun. Spammy is cool. I like Shooting Star, actually, but let's take Spammy. Whoa! Well, Egwin would have been good with the Shooting Star. It's still good with the Cone of Cold, at least. It can be good with Flame Strike if you put the +2 spell damage on a smaller minion. So let's take Medivh's Mom over the Frizz, even though we got some dragons. We got to do this with a Paladin deck earlier today. Almost odd Mage, yeah. 1, 3, 5, 7. Actually, yeah. Oh, except Primordial Drake. Primordial Drake and Drakefire are not odd, are they? It looks like odd Mage here. If you consider drafting even cost cards. Frankly, I've never found even cost cards to be all that important to the process. I gotta take an even cost card here. Question is, do I want to try to get a high rolly Bookworm when I've got Primordial Drake and Evasive Draconid? Or do I just want to take the simpler 4? I think I'm going to take the simpler 4. I also like how Grim Necromancer goes into Knight Captain. The 2/1/1s and the 2/4 usually make it really easy to get an honorable kill. Hey, John said, what was that? I just had a double Flame Strike drafted tonight. I said I might do it. I got 20 more cards to do it. Took 7. Drafting even cost cards, save file 17. That's on save file 16 would do. Just, yeah, I'm very proud of you. Alright, good. We're gonna shut down the stream. That's just what I've been waiting for, is for John to say they're proud of me. The stream's goal was accomplished. Bye-bye. Young Priestess over Clockwork Giant. I don't think I trust Clockwork Giant. We saw one Hunter play this today. We big game huntered it. Blazing Battle Mage. The Crystal Specialist was the goal, right? Well, we had to get a new goal. We had to get a new goal after that was completed. Oh, see, I used to be able to say truthfully that no piece of furry artwork had been created due to me. And I can't say that anymore. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I can say it. It's just it would be a lie now. Blazing Battle Mage or Glacial Shard? I like Glacial Shard. Let's take Glacial Shard. Whoa! Triple legendary. So I got Belinda with 2 Flame Strikes. And a Cone of Cold, which is a lower roll. like blazing. Still your heart is blazing. Nexia's pretty slow. Spells are amazing, Belinda. Oh, I've got Drakefire too, don't I? I wasn't even looking at the Drakefire yet. It says Drakefire. All right. I tried to draft a Belinda deck just a few days ago, and we were offered, like, no big spells. But now we've already got the big spells. All right, Diamond Belinda. Oh, yeah, Fix says Medivh can be good with big spells. That's true. That is true. I think I'm still going to take Belinda. But, we'll see. Take a Basilisk. I'd take Basilisk anyway. I also don't really want Belinda drawing Mirror. I just don't like Mirror anyway. Abusive versus Violet Teacher. We got like no 4s. Let's take Violet. Fireball. It does make Belinda worse. But it's a great spell. I'd rather have it than second-rate Bruiser. Interesting pick. I think I should take the Fireball. Even if it lowers the Belinda potential a bit, I think I should take the Fireball. Firefly is good. Grimtome is good with hits, but it often doesn't hit. Just take the 2. I got no 2s. We do have some dragons for Blackwing Technician, but I got no 2s. Let's take Fallen Hero. Yeah. More 3 Spider Tank. We could take Defiance Cleaner technically, but I think we want to get on board early. I think it's more important to us with this deck. Big ol' Whelp is nice. Although, like I said, I'm lacking 2s. You could think about an Oiotron. You really could. Voodoo Doctor's fine. It's better than Pantry Spider. You could take Abusive over Voodoo Doctor. Could. Last pick. So Arcane Brilliance could make a copy of Flame Strike and a copy of Drakefire. I'm just gonna take Loot Hoarder. We could still think about Scale Rider, because we got Primordial Drake, Draconid, and Big Ol' Whelp, but I've already got 1 Scale Rider, and I just have 2 darn many 3s. Let's take Loot Hoarder.
Queen Ashara versus Jaina.
You asked for it. All imperfections must be swept away.
Damn, Belinda, let's go. Yeah, we gotta change the deck title, too. We gotta change the deck title, too. What is the title? I could just say Diamond Belinda. Diamond Belinda goes for broke.
A conundrum. Time is short.
Firefox does not like Belinda. It keeps trying to correct it to Bandana. My Diamond Bandana. That sounds pretty heavy. Trimodal hypergeometric mana cost distribution curve right there. That's what I was going for. If I play Loot Order, we can draw a different card, or we can just ping face. I actually think I'm gonna draw a different card. But yeah, haven't really seen many people try to play Depth Charge. Not many. Speaking of sparkling disappointment, you know, Plate Breaker would activate our Scale Rider if it was a dragon. If it was a dragon, this card, that a dragon is dominating all of the artwork. There's a hell of a deck for 4 is the lowest cost spells. Looking forward to seeing the madness. Actually, I've got a Build a Snowman and a Cone of Cold. I have 2 3-cost spells. Yes, remember, Ot. I will always remember Ot. Back in 2003.
This only works when simple-minded.
That's right. Ot was the greatest. There'll never be another one like Ot. To be or Ot to be. That's stupid. It's good. This dude says Dose went 12-2 with Depth Charge Mage. Carried like 6+ matches. Really? Wow. I'm not bold enough to pick it. Been offered it a few times. We got in gold. We got in gold, but I don't think I've drafted a single time this meta. Not yet. Still got a couple of weeks. We should definitely should not ought to be... What? Yeah, I got Belinda next turn. See if we can draw the Drake Fire. Game 1. Game 1.
Never jousted a dragon?
Trying to do her animation.
Someone called the down.
No! Of course! Every time! I can trade the Drake Fire, though. I can put it back in the deck.
A conundrum.
Hey, and I drew a dragon to activate this. Alright. Now we're talking.
By moon and spear!
That's a Fendrick, sorry, I do. If I draw the Drake Fire again, I mean, I can still trade it again, but I'm gonna be upset. Just talk to other people doing depth charge, huh? I don't trust it. I don't trust it, but maybe I'm just wrong. Save file, the wrong one. Yeah, we drew actually one of the smaller spells to improve the odds of Belinda high rolling.
Do you take me for an ordinary mage?
You can already see we didn't get the Drake Fire, but we did get the Flame Strike. Then we got a 7-mana Flame Strike, we got a 5-mana Flame Strike, we got a 4/7 Belinda. Do you remember reading a blog a long time ago by the Blizzard Technical Ice to make the golden cards? It was super interesting. Yeah, I definitely saw the same thing. Yeah, and they were
My powers are never truly.
they were showing some of the things like you know, basically how they layer the cards. How they layer the cards, how they've got I don't know if we have any examples here. But there's quite a few cards in the game that the Thias Cleaner actually has it, but you know, there's things with like leaves that drift by, and things like spinning knives and stuff. But like the leaves that drift by, a lot of times they make a wheel of leaves. They make a wheel of leaves with leaves all around in a circle, and the circle is positioned, you know. If you imagine the card being here, then you know the circle is like here, and it rotates outside of the card bounds, which makes the leaves constantly come across this way as the wheel comes across. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, sure. Why not? Also, why don't we get just a casual lethal?
Uncouth scum!
Uncouth scum! You might be like, oh, that's fine, that's fine. I don't care. Links aren't blocked. Of course, if you link a bad link, you're gonna get timed out or something. You're not planning to. It says, look at this. What do you think of it? Yes, this was way back in like the second year of Hearthstone, or maybe even a little into a little after the first year.
Queen Ashara versus
Yeah, so they got
Mortal.
some masks on the piloted shredder.
All imperfections must be swept away.
Yeah, they're talking about goblins versus gnomes here. So the first major expansion. I guess we'll keep Basilisk. Oh yeah, they got the laser eyes. They got the laser eyes on the shredder. Right. Yeah, I'm just reading through the skip first of all. Wow. Some effects are funny in concept, but don't quite work out in practice. Noble Sacrifice once had the animated minion leaping from the left side of the minion portrait to the right, and attempted to make it look like it was jumping in front of the oncoming spell. Unfortunately, the minion just kept going out of the frame forever, leaving the empty portrait on the board. It was weird when Noble Sacrifice survived the spell. I think I want the Bad Luck Albatross before the Basilisk. If they were a ping class, I might change my mind and want to get the 1/1 Basilisk right away. Sick said, this deck is insane. I hope it gets some insane results, too. I hope it gets some insane results. Yes, first time chat, good to have you. Let's see. Well, I think I'm gonna further delay the Basilisk. Still could have put it down there. So damage, which we got offered a as Azure Explorer, you mean? The +2 spell damage Discover a Dragon? Oh no, wait. Spellkin. Oh no, you mean Spellkin. You want access to shooting stars. You want access to shooting stars, okay. I was offered a shooting stars right before the Medivh's mom showed up. Your number sacrifice intercepts the spell. There's nothing less spells played.
A simple spell.
Shooting star in deck. I actually don't mind drafting shooting star personally. Oh, speaking of Spellkin. Oh, shooting star in deck messes with Belinda. Okay, you mean this particular deck. Yeah, we don't have a way to activate the Knight Captain here. We can fill their deck with birds. This is quite weird to play against them. Learn what cards to look out for, which Shaman would trade and go and face. Well, they still have access to the freeze stuff, even if it seems to come less frequently now. Like Wind Chill. Like the Guardian thing. They also have the 3 damage Lightning Storm, of course. They've got the Don't Stand in the Fire, which is, deal 10 damage to the enemy board. And so if you're not trading into their stuff, and they just, use Don't Stand in the Fire on you, you got no board, they got a board, you're dead. You're dead. And they can use Don't Stand in the Fire on me right now. I'd have 1 health left, it looks like. But, if we try to play around Don't Stand in the Fire, we're just not going to play anything, and that'll also lead to death. Okay, so... we have to decide here, are we playing Evasive Draconid, or are we playing Big Ol' Whelp? And I think the answer is Draconid. I don't want the Humongous Owl to kill the Draconid, so we go face with the 6/6. We go face with the 3/3. And we trade the poison and see where their 8 damage is gonna land. Nice. Sometimes that's the worst place for it to go. Sometimes that's the worst place for it to go. This time, it's probably where we want it. It or the 3/3. As usual, they don't have it. Generally the way to go. If you play around a lot of cards in the game, you're just not gonna play anything. You're gonna die, regardless of whether they have it or not. So what's up with the smoke? Whoa! Those were the 2 worst targets for them. That's how my twin towers work. I missed a follow 4 minutes ago from Kish. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Beautiful. Extra pretty good. Yeah, it's just got a good stat line. Even with the 2 overload, the stat line makes it not matter too much whether you can take advantage of the spell power or not.
Queen Ashara.
I think they still have Hex. Yeah, another one. Another one you usually just have to pray they don't have when you're playing into it.
All imperfections must be swept away.
Playing against Mr. Black. Oh. The Queen sees Malkazar. Yeah, so we got our Belinda, and we already drew the Drakefire, but just like the other time, we could trade the Drakefire to try to make that combo work.
I can fix anything.
just pinging their face, so I suppose we'll trade the Drake Fire now. Albatross versus Fire Tank. We just gotta see what lines up here. It is certainly easier for them to kill the Bad Luck Albatross than the Spider Tank. Neither of them are trivial, with only 3 mana. I guess we'll play Spider Tank. Oh, yeah, Fix is worried about Tooth. That's true, that's true. I was trying to think of the right type of cards. I was actually thinking of Jade Shuriken before the Tooth and the Therian, even though I shouldn't be.
Frozen, he likes hard-fought fights.
Just 12 months, no save. What a humbling honor. Excellent decision. Look, if you're going to put it in your message, I'm not going to push the button. You've already done it. You've handled it. Tarantula knows how to take care of themselves and a bunch of animals. Doesn't need... Well, I'll hit the record button.
Excellent decision.
Doesn't need any external support from Jonathan Frakes or possibly Neil deGrasse Tyson. Either way. Thank you very much, Tarantula, for the ongoing support. Tarantula, let's make sure we get a text shout out. Tarantula does from Hearthstone Arena. Make sure you check him out if you're not. And upgrade to the gold badge. Very happy to have you here for over a year, Tarantula. Hope we have you here for years to come as we look to the future. There's a smoke detector over there. I hope that's not the future. I don't want that thing to go off. We can do Basilisk Young Priestess, or we can just do Albatross Young Priestess. Just 12 months save. Thanks for all the great work you do. I try so hard. And then Raid Boss Onyxia says no.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
Oh, backstab. Well, unfortunately, their reporter is just ever so slightly too large for our Knight Captain. Well, if Knight Captain does end up lining up somehow, it's quite likely we'll play it next turn, but if it doesn't, we can play the Belinda. If we're playing the Belinda, I hope we don't top deck Drake Fire again. Okay. Well, that's gonna go up to 5-4, so the Knight Captain's still not gonna line up. So it is Belinda time. Oh, wait, shoot. Hold on. That does draw the card, so I gotta trade first. I'm gonna buff the Daring Reporter, which is gonna be funny. But it's gonna mean I can't dedicate a win to Tarantula, so let's trade first.
Do you take me for an ordinary mage?
Still didn't get the Drake Fire, it looks like, but we got a 7-3. Got a 7-3 and a 5-mana Flame Strike. Yeah, Tuxedo totally missed that. It's the same. I almost missed it myself. Very nearly. I was hovering, but I didn't let go. Fortunately. Not this time. Oxes, they will misplayed that too. I've made that type of misplay before, for sure. Yeah, fixes a 3-7 would be much better than 7-3. You are correct.
Fireball ready.
Especially when they've got the Bat Rider. We can honorably kill the Bat Rider, though. Yeah, and Nub says they would not have made the mistake, but we're panicking that I was about to. Well, if I Knight Captain, it's good. I'll probably do it. But we kind of waste 2 mana to a degree. Now, I guess I put this to 2-1 and either force them to trade it, or it can, like, die a cone of cold in the future. We do have an option, though, to play Necromancer and build a Snowman. Valid. It's valid. I'm gonna still do the Knight Captain, but there's other options here. There's other options here.
Glory! I'm here for the gold!
Yahar?
Astonishing.
Really?
Incredible.
Wait, is that? It's Malcazar. It's on Malcazar patches. And they happen to have the freebooter. They're probably just as surprised as me. So we can just Flame Strike here and play the Albatross. I'm looking at things like kind of cold to try set up an even bigger Flame Strike, but probably not necessary. You can do it though. You can do it. You can do kind of cold and hope you get a bigger Flame Strike.
Looking for me carried treasure.
I was gonna ask, did that Pound Run earlier improve your opinion of Gramstreet Enforcer? I don't think it improved it or lowered it. I think it made me think that, you know, hey, if you can get Grime Street and Doppelgangster, you can do some funny stuff and get polymorphed. But I don't think it improved it or lowered it. It was too slow a lot of the times, which is the main problem with it. Spending 5 mana on a 4/4. You know, when did we lose? We lost when we got run over by the Druids and the Demon Hunter. So, I don't think it really swayed me in either direction. It was a little more fun than I expected, though. Hoping they don't have a big game hunter. Cairn off Malcazar. We can go build a snowman, build a snow brute, and a babbling book.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Ah. If I play Arcane Brilliance, I can get a copy of a Flame Strike and a Drakefire Amulet. I can still play Plate Breaker.
Ever jousted a dragon?
Bridge plus stand is the thing.
Balance in
Hold the bridge, buff your dudes. Never hold back. Yeah, I mean, they only do 2 extra damage with the Plague Scientist, but, yeah. I talk many, many, many times about being scared of the Plague. And the Scarlet Rot. Man, if they have a Dragon Breath... If they have a Dragon Breath, we're gonna get... slaughtered. Scarlet Rot, try not. I was able to use the Scarlet Rot against several opponents in Elden Ring. And I died to it 50 times too.
I want to cast a spell.
My babbling book is back. Alright, their face is frozen. They only have 8 health left. They only have 2 cards left. We still have 16 health. There are still ways to lose, like Deathwing, but the list is fairly limited at the moment. The list is expanding. The list is expanding when they discover a spell from another class. Anticipating to become from today, and we have fixed points out the Dragon Skystalker. That 5/6 with the 3/4 inside was somewhat similar. They're completely out of cards after that Dragon Wrath. Oh no, can I get a screenshot of this before the match ends? I can't. There's no way.
Aren't you impressive?
One shot, one kill.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at it for a second there. I was just... The little platform there. The little platform there that Nozdorma was on. Yeah, here. I want to bring it up just for... Some people will know. And some people may find it interesting. And some people may not Some people may not find it worth the time at all. But let me see. Can we get a screenshot of this? I don't know if anybody has a good one. I don't know if anybody actually has a good one. Boy, I'm really shocked. I thought I could find this in 2 seconds. Well, maybe I'll give up on it. I was just gonna try to bring up a screenshot of the Caverns of Time in World of Warcraft, which, yeah, it has a platform quite similar to that. I don't know if he's actually in the Caverns of Time, though, or if that's actually supposed to be Wormrest Temple. I don't know. But yeah, I was trying to find a particular screenshot of a platform that looks a lot like that. I'm not finding a good screenshot. Oh well, let's just hop back in then. I thought it was gonna be really easy. He wins no loss. Mr. Save earlier asked about the small couple of problems with Elden Ring and piece tracking. Option repeating bosses. Wasn't there a third small issue? The inventory sorting. Yeah, it was. It was. And that was a minor annoyance. I think the annoyance was minor enough that I wouldn't even take any points off for it. I bet it would be nice if they fixed that. It would definitely be nice if they fixed that and added a... All they need is an all-item screen that is sorted by date of acquisition. But yeah, I didn't consider it a big enough problem to take a point off. Or even, a 1/10 of a point. Appreciate Kevin time. Yeah, I think so. I'm just shocked that I couldn't find a screenshot, though, that is what I want. Like, right smack dab in the center of the Caverns of Time. And I'm not finding a good screenshot of it. There, well, okay, this one is somewhat reasonable, maybe. But yeah, actually, the platform here is not as fancy as I remember. So maybe it's not a reference to this. Maybe I'm just wrong. With Nostromo sitting there on the platform, I was thinking of this platform in the middle of the Caverns of Time. It's kind of just a raised rock. It doesn't actually have like a fancy design on it. I thought it did. I thought it was like metal. But no, it's a very circular rock. It's a very circular rock, raised platform, but it's not as fancy as I remembered it being. All right. Oh, Tid thinks he's on par of the hourglass, possibly, huh? Would make sense. You remember what happened last time? You said you couldn't find a picture or something?
Sharper than bang.
Do you remember that time? Do you remember that time that Orson Welles and Crystal from Star Fox were hanging out with Nosdormo in the Caverns of Time? That was my favorite quest line.
Such choices.
Nothing beat that. They tried. Never matched it. Never again. A large or black thing in that pick. I gotta bring it up again. Maybe so. Maybe so. Yeah, I don't know if maybe you weren't here for a tarantula. It was a kind of a multi-day thing, but for whatever reason, I don't even remember the winding path that got us there. I was just laughing really hard about the idea of like somebody's fetish being Crystal from Star Fox with Orson Welles. I'm like, I want there to be thousands of images out there for that somebody's commissioned. And anyway, I was laughing about the concept, and Phantom Menace went and commissioned one. Phantom Menace went and commissioned one, and it made me laugh. It made me laugh. Again.
Call for the
Well, 2 sleep breakers, a frostbite. active warder. They're doing pretty well for themselves. How'd Belinda Frostbite work? It's a good question. I think the interaction would, in fact, raise her stats more. I think.
Ever jousted a dragon?
Considering trading here in advance. It's just a multi-day thing, right? Well, I laughed about it on one day, and Phantom came back with a piece of art on another day. Save once kid proves why he's worthy of the Prime sub. Ah, the Twitch subs. Ah, the French champagne. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, Translator or not, but yeah, I was recommending everybody look at the Orson Welles Frozen Peas video on YouTube. Has a little bit of vulgarity to it, but not much. But you've never seen it. If you've never seen it, I recommend seeing it. I think it's very funny. Just Orson Welles getting really upset recording a commercial. So I actually have enough mana for the Flame Strike next turn. I'm gonna ping that just to play around healing Totem. But I mean, it's probably pretty obvious what I'm setting up. It's supposed to be so funny. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And then we were talking about the Pinky in the Brain video, where they recreate the whole thing. I think the Pinky in the Brain version is called Yes Always, which is one of the things Orson Welles says in the Frozen Peas bit. Yes, always. And then he says something that makes no sense to me. The director of the ad says, I'm sorry. And Orson Welles says, yes, always. And the next thing he says, I'm always, but past that, I think? I'm sorry. Yes, always. Always, but past that. Always past being sorry? I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to get at there. The Chromatic Egg does protect them from the Flame Strike to a degree. Because now we don't Flame Strike. I mean, I guess you're right, but making the turn pretty bad.
Time is short.
Yeah, that gave him the 3/3.
Who is next on the chopping block? Melt it down, lock it up.
I'm gonna leave their 5/2 up. I know it can trade into the 5/5, but at this point, we need Belinda or just Drakefire straight up.
Delicious.
Because I hadn't seen the peas thing. Yes, we all want peace, but how do we get it? With a knife. Yes!
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's inspired taking the 0/3 then Flame Strike. I mean, they would have got the 12/12 Deathwing then. But maybe that's acceptable. Maybe that's acceptable to us. I mean, I think we're sunk. We're behind on board, and they have more cards than us. Maybe a really, really, really good Belinda, though. Maybe.
I am the storm of your demise.
They're actually playing into Flame Strike pretty hard, but I don't know if it'll be enough.
Chill out.
Between the threes, last turn. I mean, 2 turns ago, when I could have, like, used the Flame Strike and then froze whatever was coming out of the egg after that,
Movements.
still would have to deal with the Deathwing long term. He says, yeah. So I can either use Fallen Hero and ping the 5/2, or I can play the Drake Fire right now. Gonna let him keep the 5/2 to trade into one of these dragons, but I think we probably have to invest 10 mana right now, personally. I think we have to. I think we have to. Maybe you could do this, but I think we have to do this. So, if I take Chromagus, they're always gonna kill Chromagus, and they can do it right on board. So I think we take the Ysera body. That is much harder to kill. Well, 4 points harder to kill. Then, well, we get the Onyxia to fill our board with whelps. That's a pretty good roll. It's a pretty good roll, but there's a high chance it won't be good enough. But as I said, the only way we're gonna win is like Belinda and the Drake Fire, or straight up Drake Fire. Here's the straight up Drake Fire. Oh my goodness, we're already dead. Are we already dead? Shadow Step to replay the spell damage dragon. Oh, to discover another dragon. Interesting. They went like with their spells. There's no known way of saying an English sentence in which you begin a sentence with "in" and emphasize it.
Find yourself to me.
Give me a jury to show you how to say that, and I'll make cheese for you. That's how the Pinky and the Brain version goes. Okay, so Belinda can draw the fireball. It will make it cost 5 mana. We can use Ysera to kill the 8. Hey, do I have a River of Lethal here? Really?
Do you take me for an ordinary mage?
Every nightmare must end.
That one cannot attack yet.
Finally,
Time is short.
I shall be so.
Feel really silly trading into that, so I don't think I'm going to. If they ever kill me because I left the 1/3 up, I'm gonna blame everybody but me. I'm gonna blame Ben Brode, even though he doesn't work there anymore. Evolve is probably gonna make my board better. Make cheese for the shaman, right? Yeah, she makes cheese for you. Just watch the braid version. Yeah, they couldn't use that line.
In the storm of your demise.
Flame Strike makes our Protectorate shoot missiles and it buffs the 4-H. Alright, dedicate that win to Tarantula. I think I should have dedicated the last win, but I think I forgot. So dedicate that win to Tarantula Graham and Orson Welles. He rest in peace. 4 wins, no loss. What was the... yeah, but I love it. It's so great. I mean, if you've not seen it, seriously go see it. But yeah, where he comes back to the previous one, you know, where they say emphasize the beef, like emphasize the beef. That's like when you ask me to emphasize the in July. You're losing your heads. I say that all the time. You're losing your heads. I say, you're losing your heads, chat. It's right from Orson Welles. It's right from Orson Welles. It's entered my lexicon of things to say.
Queen Ashara versus Throne.
I bring the fury of the elements.
All imperfections must be swept
It's all
away.
gold. Just right from the start. Do you really mean that? I thought the whole point was to show the snowy field when you say in July. Isn't that the fun of it? I'm gonna keep that Belinda. Maybe it's crazy, but I'm gonna keep that Belinda. Missed hits, 2 Typhons, literally unlosable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we only ping him on turn 2, but oh well. I could possibly introduce me as Qui-Gon Jinn playing card player. Or cosplayer. I thought you said card player, which would have worked too.
Weld it down. Lock it
I was thinking about the snowman for a second. We'd rather have the 3-4 at the moment.
The dark path is my destiny.
It's too slow. I was just trying to think. I was trying to think like a Qui-Gon Jinn line of dialogue for Tarantula. I'm like, I couldn't think of it. I'm like, yeah, that's right. My Qui-Gon Jinn cosplay. I got his badge right there. With the Star Trek badge on. My favorite Qui-Gon Jinn costume. Oh, man, that's a pricey snowman thanks to the frostbite. Oh, but we can actually look at the Belinda frostbite interaction, can't we?
My powers are never truly
Qui-Gon badge. No, that's all it takes. That's all it takes to derail my mind completely. Now I've got this... I've got this whole movie playing in my head of, you know, Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it's a buddy cop movie, and so you know, it's just them flashing their Jedi badges. We need to see what this Trade Federation has. You gonna cooperate? We're gonna have to take you in.
Do you take me for an ordinary mage?
Huh? No. Doesn't work. Doesn't work the way I suspected it would. Oh, and they do end up costing 7 at the end. Interesting. For now, until I play a spell. It's interesting. Yeah, I suggest drift kind of cool. Do what I do. Don't make the same mistakes I have. Return the poison to their hand if and when it dies. We got spell damage on that voodoo doctor, which is a nice cheap way to do it. I'm still gonna play a Drakefire Amulet, even when they got that poison. I'm still gonna play the Drakefire Amulet. So we can take an 8 mana, we can take a 9 mana 8/8, or a 10 mana 8/8, or a 9 mana 8/8, and this actually matters slightly, because if they were going to play a Devolve, these would devolve into 8s, this would devolve into a 7. We can use the raid boss to... Now I guess we can hit the 3/1. We'll get it back in hand anyway, but... 10 mana 8, yep.
You ain't seen nothing!
Uncouth scum! Pyro blast to the face, 10 damage. Skitch. We had gone. Except... You know, like I said, I don't know if... Tarantula's mind may work this way, but that's all... You say Kenobi and Gone, except then my mind goes to, like, Gone in 60 seconds, and so now I'm imagining a movie where Obi-Wan Kenobi is using all his Jedi powers to steal cars. Just walk up to cars, does this, the door unlocks. Hey, that's my car! I don't know where it goes from there, but that's immediately where my head is. Immediately. Takes 2 seconds. We've got the
Such choices.
we've got the 7 damage flame strike, so
You ain't seen nothing!
I'm gonna do that like next turn. Voodoo Ping, you can do it. You can do it, but I think it'll be better next turn. I think it'll be better next turn, personally. Oh, except shoot, but that means I can't play the voodoo here. Alright. Right. This returns to their hand, though, so this is fine. Yeah, this is my car. This is your car. Oh, no, this is my car. It's your car. You'll give me the keys. I will give you the keys. You should probably come up with another line, you know. I don't know, there's like a login on the Sirius XM radio. You'll give me your identification number so I can change the station.
Balance in all things.
Qui-Gon doesn't... Qui-Gon. Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan doesn't go for that classic rock. He only likes the Cantina band. We still got that Flame Strike. We got this Spammy now. Still have 30 health. They have 7 health.
A conundrum.
You should have drive stick, right? It's all stupid. It's all stupid, you know. It's still, my mind just spirals to trying to change the classic Obi-Wan dialogue. When I first knew him, your father was already a great pilot. I was amazed at how well he could drive stick.
Never mind.
It really came in clutch a few times. Ah, Luke, huh? It's just like, it's stupid. Wait, can we do the spammy? We got the big flame strike, of course, but can we do the spammy? 6, 5, not really, right? Not worth it. Let's just do the big flame strike.
Such choices.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
This copies the other flame strike, if we don't draw it next turn. See if I got to show you this clip. Took the iron deck without any discover effects to 9 wins. Damn, many bombs are legendary, just really fast stick.
The calm before the storm.
Let reading drag.
Ah, yeah, okay, there we go. So, yeah, like, wait, how's this work? Yeah, I didn't see the side quest. There you go. There you go. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
Spells are fun. So
That's your first win 6 games. I turned one down earlier today, and my hunter only got 6 wins. You got 9, so I don't know. Maybe I should have taken it. Yeah, copied our flame strike. They could still win this game. I'm really hoping they don't, but we're not making any headway on board to get that last bit of their damage down. Not yet. But they're also not making much headway on board themselves. It's a little stalematey at the moment. So this is 1 health. This is 2 health. We just play Scale Rider as 3 health. The spammy can clear. Oh, actually, I can also just ping. So let's just ping. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. 2-1 Leopard Gnomes makes a difference. That's true. Yeah, they had nerfed Leopard Gnome for a while. It's back at 2-1. That is true. Finally unnerfs that really terrible mech legendary that summons Leopard Gnomes too.
How about a new life?
Then the scroll is back to 3. When did that happen? Probably at the start of the last Hearthstone year. Probably last April. Most likely. I can't remember explicitly though. I just deactivated our Scale Rider. I guess that's probably okay. And we still have 2 other dragons we can draw with only 11 cards left. There are 13 cards left.
Your feeble
Access these board clears. Begin Salty Fire him. Yep. They might get really salty right now, because I'm about to use a 7 damage Flame Strike to clear their taunts. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, ping their face. I can use Scale Rider for immediate face damage later, maybe. Yeah, Pill says if I try to play my Bad Luck Albatross, I get way further behind on fatigue. That's true. Oh, jeez. I copied that Flame Strike earlier, then I drew the real one. This is absolutely brutal. Yeah, I would not be very happy about that game. I would not be very happy about that game. I'd be talking about the same thing we talked about a while ago, where we just, level 303, that's a palindrome. We talked about, you know, back in the first, like, 3 years of the game. If you got above 7 wins, it was just mages with 2 or more Flame Strikes. Alright, Fabu. 303, best level ever. It's nice. It's a nice palindrome. Rise to vote, sir. Which is a palindrome. Which is a palindrome. It's a shame on you. That's not a palindrome.
All imperfections must be swept away.
Taco Cat, Race Car, Rise to Vote, sir. A man, a plan, a canal, Panama. Palindromes are fun. Anagrams are fun, too. That hot air balloon's probably gonna get pretty big. Keep Belinda going seconds brave. Especially against Demon Ire. Especially against Demon Ire. They're so fun. Oh no! It looks like the website I used to find anagrams may not exist anymore. Shit. Jeremy's iron.
A conundrum.
That's very good for a first try. You know what? I have a ball. Perhaps you'd like to bounce it. A different anagram site that works? Oh wait, this one may still work. Oh, I think this one still works. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. How am I gonna get by without an anagram finder? Guess it's the albatross. Such an unfair one, too. Was it? Wait, hold on. I mean, I've got an anagram solver here. What, if we say Jeremy Irons, then what does this come up with? Yeah. This. Oh, wait. Jeer, Mr. Noisy. I guess if you don't like Jeremy Irons, then you could jeer Mr. Noisy. If you call Jeremy Irons noisy, then you could do that. Then you could do that as an answer. There are no sensible anagrams unless you don't like Jeremy Irons. I was trying to look up Tarantula Graham if I never had. Tarantula with, you know, the year of sub. Maybe I've looked up Tarantula before, though. I don't know. Tarantula Graham is an Wait, you can actually make the word anagram out of Tarantula Graham. Tarantula Graham is an anagram for Anagram Alter Hut.
Such choices.
Or Anagram Hula Tart. Alright.
Pay attention, class.
I see me.
That's for save file 17. Oh yeah, if you spell it to full 17. Interesting. About average David, I think I've looked that one up before, possibly, but let's see. About average David.
Make this look easy.
Oh, it's having some trouble, maybe. We do have Coin Flame Strike, but our health is high enough that we probably don't want to do that. Let's just play the Belinda.
Do you take me for an ordinary mage?
Now we got our 5 mana Flame Strike. And a expensive Cone of Cold. Again, wish that had been the other order. About average David is an anagram for... Guided above Avatar is something. Wait, that one's pretty good. There's some good ones here. There's some good ones here. About average David is an anagram for... Oh no, it's not based. I thought it was based. Oh no, shoot it on. It's not as good as like it is. I misread it. Alright, hold on. Let's see. We'll go Flame Strike, Coin, Snowman. Alright, we still got 15 health and they're top decking. Let's see. I don't know, are there any super good ones here? There's a billion of them. There's a billion of them for about average David. It goes on for... It actually goes on so long it gives up on the B's. It goes... Here's anagrams that start with A, and that gets to the B's, and it gives up.
Such choices.
I think we just play the Primordial Drake. Freeze their face with the 3-1, get the Drake taunt on board. Graduate above Diva. Graduate above Diva is an anagram. Chasers should quit. They probably should. They probably should. But maybe they're looking for something very specific. Maybe they're looking for Deathwing. Just play video games. Is there a popular Twitch streamer named Diva or something?
Look behind you.
Oh, Diva, the Overwatch character. Okay, of course. Okay, now I got you. Now I got you. Only one off lethal with Fallen Arrow. Well, even if they were to top deck the blazing that unfreezes the charged Devil Soar, we still don't die. This is way back during the show launch classic WoW was run Dead Mines, a group of random folks. Each time the mage would cast Cone of Cold, the tank would disconnect. What? Was it a bug? I don't remember that bug. I was playing at the same time. Yeah, Cone of Cold is pretty cool. It was a little cone of cold. Hey, it's past midnight. I said we'd play until midnight. How many people do we still have here? 250? 250? Not bad, not bad. But yeah, getting past midnight. We'll play until 7 wins. We'll play until 7 wins or 3 losses. Hopefully the former, otherwise we're losing 3 in a row. Use your power 20 times. Play 30 cards. Yeah, still 1080. Still 1080 XP. Tom Riddle. I mean, is there a funny alternate anagram instead of I am Lord Voldemort or whatever? Is there a funny alternate anagram?
Queen Ashara versus Rexa.
All imperfections must be
1,
swept
3,
away.
4.
You want to cast a
Worldom Lord Vomit. I like that one's pretty good. Just it feels like a line of dialogue. That's an anagram for I am Lord Voldemort. Damn, Overlord Low. I hate Overlord Low. I hate him so much. He's always showing up to foil our plans.
Spells are fun. So fun.
He's so low. Low. I missed, David says, maybe I should avoid 8 health minions in terms of Troll Centurion. Still had 12 health, though. Still had 12 health. Much of a fine addition to my collection. I don't know if I've got, I don't know if I have my favorite. I don't know if it was on the listing you saw or not. Have it? Do I have my favorite? Yeah. I don't know if it was in the compilation you saw, but this is my favorite one. Yeah, Bill has one similar, still doing sequel stuff, yeah. Same concept, but different scene. I'm not gonna bring it up, though, until the opponent finishes their turn. New Mage revealed. Epic 2-mana fire spell. Choose a minion. When it dies, deal 3 damage to all other minions. Oh, it's a living bomb thing? That sounds pretty... Oh, wait, but it does hit your minions, too. It does hit your minions, too, so maybe it's not quite as crazy as I think. No, like I said, I don't know who made this. I don't think there's any credit on it. But yeah, this is my favorite one.
A fine addition to my collection.
Same concept, same concept. Yeah, but Bill says they did have that one compilation. Oh, he's got Night Captain. Oh, he's got Night Captain. I was looking at Star Wars memes. It's Bill Guy's fault. It's delayed Shadow Flame. I don't remember that part. You watch the director's cut.
You are so cute! Yes, you are!
Not a super high roll, fortunately.
Pay attention, class! Take them out! Off with their heads!
Somehow General Grievous has returned. There actually is an interesting deleted scene in The Last Jedi, where I kind of wish they had left it in. A lot of deleted scenes, I look, I'm like, yeah, it's good they cut that out. And there were a couple of them in the Star Wars sequels. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad they cut that out. But there's kind of a fun one where, because Luke still doesn't want to train Rey. It's during that stuff, and he shows Rey all these lights on the horizon of the ocean, and he says something like, a Jedi must learn when not to intervene. Those are marauding pirates. They come here once a month, and they come and they raid the village, and they leave the village alone for the rest of the month. If you intervene and stop the pirates, they will come back next month in greater force, and they will do greater damage to the village. So we can't intervene. And Rey runs down to intervene, and she jumps into the village and activates her lightsaber. And, it's a big party. And then Luke laughs there. He's like, yeah, they have a big party once a month. It wasn't Marauders. But see, intervened. You see how... They still get that poison. I think we will put them to 4, but we could put them to 7 and still pretty easily kill them next turn. Yeah, David wants to do the 6 to the face, so you were gonna go for the 6 to the face. I did the 9 to the face. So they get the Purifier Rogue, but yeah, Purifier. It's not where I'd be. Why at 6-0? Because you have Counterfeit Coin. The ultimate card. Felix the 9 to the face. I mean, I'm at 30 health. I'm at 30 health. Generally, we can just ping them 4 times to win, even if they kill both of these.
How about a new eye? How about a new eye? I shall do as you say.
So like they had the Luke Troll and Ray. Yep. If you can do tomorrow, next year should be safe. Yeah, it's past midnight. It's 12 a.m. I think we're gonna call it here at 7-0. And we'll go 7-3 tomorrow with this Belinda deck. But yeah, we streamed for 6 hours and 20 minutes. We did an extra, like, hour and 40 minutes. Thanks to the Dreads raid. So I hope you appreciate the extra time. I hope you're not too disappointed that being past midnight, we are gonna call it here. If you can make it tomorrow. If you can make it tomorrow. Or, you know, you can always just watch the VOD if you can't make it tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Hope to catch you tomorrow if you can make it. Bye-bye for now. Let's get to it. We got a pretty sweet deck going. We got a pretty sweet deck. I believe it's 7-0. I hope it is. That's what I put in the title. Yeah. So we got the 7-0 Belinda Stonehearth deck.
Queen
Okay. We have deck tracker running. We got our stream deck running.
Swept away.
We got the Discord notification out, I believe. I think we're all good to go, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know.
Job's done.
Job's done. Oh, that Tiny Tina game came out. Is that getting good reviews or not? Oh.
There is little time.
Well, it's not out on Steam yet. Oh, so it just came out today. Only a few reviews out for the console version. 80 out of 100, though. Alright.
Mind if I roll knee?
He's probably forgetting bans, but it doesn't matter for streaming. I just gotta be ready, Fix, in case Orson Welles comes up again, you know? Constantly prepared. Jade Claws. Well, they can trade the 2-1 and use the weapon, take out the spider tank, but we don't really have an alternative. We were talking about Tarantula, about that Europia Versalis being on sale. I was seeing if Humbundle had anything else on sale. They got Near Replicant half off. Oh, that Ghostwire Tokyo game came out too, which was from one of the Resident Evil developers, I think. I didn't have a whole lot of confidence in that game, actually, but... Good. 85% initial positive reviews on Steam. Good developer, but I wasn't too sure looking at the trailer and stuff, but it's not getting, intensely negative reviews to start. That's good. Well, I'm guessing they'll have an alternative way to kill the Albatross than trading the 5-3 in, and we'll hit the 5-3 with our Knight Captain. Looks like that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Who is next on the chopping block?
Alright, 4-3-6-6 against their Violet. If they use some spells, they get some extra 1/1s.
A simple spell.
A simple spell. Scale Rider is active. I don't think it helps us on this turn, does it? Well, it would let us develop the 3-3 and the 4-3. Play the Draconid next turn. We're only doing 1 damage instead of 2 damage, but I guess that still helps.
This only works on the simple.
We are very, very vulnerable to, like, a lightning storm. I almost traded the 6-6 into the 3-5, because that's what I like to do. But I realized we have the Fireball in hand, so we're getting pretty close to lethal. So let's do the extra 6 face. They could have found a lightning storm we were vulnerable to off this Finder's Keepers. So we've got 1 off lethal damage. 1 off lethal.
Your feeble magic.
Theoretically, then, you could ping their face, trying to make sure Fireball ping can kill them next turn. But if all I do in a turn is ping them, boy, that looks
The cold can't stop me. Neither can
form
you.
of suspicious. Alright, they're dead. They're dead. Nice, easy turn 8 lethal. Get up to 8 wins with the turn 8 lethal. Good, good. Good, good. Play 30 cards of Mercenaries. Can I re-roll that? Can I re-roll that at this point, or we... Oh, no. We played past midnight last night, didn't we? We played until, like, 12:20 or something, and so I got to re-roll this after the daily quest came up at midnight. Please, is very nice. 8-0. 8-0 with our Diamond Belinda. Hope it can keep rolling. Deck's been doing really good.
Queen Ashara versus Malfurion.
Your corruption has gone too far.
All imperfections must be swept away.
Your corruption has gone too far. The Belinda is just so critical to our deck being super strong. It's expensive to keep still. We did it before.
Study
The queen
the
sees
flame.
you.
The Queen sees your flames. He says, woo! Well, we did miss our turn 2, but we got a good 3. Got an active Scale Rider. Now, if you ever saw Super Age history, 10,000 years of history.
Is paramount. Leave me alone.
All to be resolved in Warcraft Legion, which was a good expansion. I like Legion a lot. But I was mostly just super biased towards being super hype for the class exclusive storylines, which they have never done before in World of Warcraft, and thus far they have never done again. If they kept doing the class exclusive storylines, I would be much more likely to actively play World of Warcraft. Pretty weak turn at 5 for us, unfortunately. But we got Belinda next turn, and then we got either a Flame Strike or a Draconid or... Oh, well, a Flame Strike or a Draconid on 7, and then maybe Primordial Drake on 8.
Don't let them harm the egg.
Because I feel like they run out of stories to tell. I mean, I think that's fair. I mean, the only story they had 2 stories, right? They had Illidan, which they did in Burning Crusade right away, and they really flubbed that, actually. Burning Crusade was a good expansion, but Illidan's story was a total mess.
There is fire in your heart.
Hey, we drew them in the right order. We got the 3-10 instead of the 10-3. Nice. Nice. He's always getting burnt down Wards of Draenor and not resubbing for Legion. Yeah, Wards of Draenor, you know, I enjoyed the leveling well enough, but all I did, and you probably heard me say this, Flea, all I did was do the garrison stuff to make gold, because it was insane. But yeah, I didn't really play. I didn't really play for the most of the release. I just did garrison stuff. And then Legion came out, and I was into that almost the whole time. Okay, so they're fairly wide. We might still want to Flame Strike. I'd have to bump this, though, if I Flame Strike, which is annoying. What are other options? Oh, I can Glacial Shard this. I can Glacial Shard this, trade here, and play the Drake Fire. Alright. We got a plan. 8-8 raid boss over the 412 Ysera. And the 412 Ysera. Now, if the raid boss survives until next turn, I can make it immune with the big ol' whelp. Let's freeze the 6-6. Kill the kill the 3-6. Kill the 3-2. And then let's go ahead and heal Onyxia, try to make it more likely she lives. Who's in the same mode. Oh, garrison stuff? It was super strong if you had a lot of characters. I had a lot of characters. Want to beat Sargeras? Yeah, Sargeras, that's true. Can't come up with anything else that could even be a threat realistically, right. And they didn't kill Sargeras, though. They imprisoned him. And so they can always go, oh, Sargeras broke loose. The only floating story they have right now, really, is the Void Lords, which they retconned as being, you know, the threat that Sargeras was trying to defeat. Now, I still don't think it makes total sense that he was trying to defeat them by burning everything in the universe, but, you know, what can you do? What can you do? Sargeras Druid have the universe tweets attitudes, yeah. Boy, that'd be like 6 characters for me. Maybe 6.5.
There is fire in your eyes.
Although they're all underleveled now. I've got like 1 character at Shadowlands max level and then nothing else. Because I didn't like Shadowlands all that much. 9 wins, no loss. They're supposed to be announcing the next World of Warcraft expansion next month. And yeah, all it takes to make me excited is if they say we're bringing back class exclusive stories. If they say we're bringing back classic exclusive stories, I'll be like, hey, I'll play some World of Warcraft. I don't want both these 3s. You know what? I want the Belinda, though. Alright. 9-0. Mage versus Mage. Keeping our Belinda just like last time, because she can super high roll like she did last time. Malchezaar at 9-0. The Queen sees your legendaries. 8 rush and 412, pretty good. For 5 mana. For 5 mana instead of 10, yeah. Yeah. 3, possible 4, 6. We don't have a 5 yet.
You can't stop this snowstorm.
Astonishing.
Weld it down, lock it up.
We turned... It still freezes, but we turned their 0-cost hero power into a 3-cost hero power. That's nice. That's nice. I didn't realize you were on. GG save. Wait, was that you? In the last match? You were the druid, really? Alright, well. What, if you don't mind sharing, you know, what score were you at? Always curious. 8-2, really? Were you at... You were at 8-2 then, so I killed your deck even though I was at 8-0? This is the type of thing we're talking about, where, you know, 8-1 versus, you know, 9-2 or whatever, or 9-1, that's all fine, but undefeated decks versus 2 lost decks, that sure feels bad. That sure feels bad. I wish there was more protection against that.
Don't let them harm the eggs.
But yes, sorry for wiping you out with our insane high roll Belindas.
Melt it down!
Speaking of high roll Belindas, I hope. Actually, we've already drawn our snowman, so the odds go up, right? We still have our cone of cold, but the odds of pulling the flame strikes or the drake fire go up.
Take me for an ordinary.
Nice! I can already see we got it. I can already see we got it on deck tracker. Boom! The highest roll possible. Well, I mean, they can shoot it with the big game hunter now. But, yeah. 6 mana, 7/10. Gets the 5 mana flame strike, the 5 mana drake fire. At least it's a good sport, Duck. Duck's a sure good sport. Seeing these insane 5 mana drake fires. I'm not quite that good a sport. Hopefully I'm not a bad sport typically, but... I get a 6 mana Ibis. It becomes what? 5/5? Alright. So Ping and Flame Strike would clear. Oh, well, they're just doing the trade, so now we're just gonna use the Drake Fire, I suppose. And freeze this, most likely. Unless we do get, like, the Onyxia. So we did get the Onyxia. Do I want the Onyxia to slam into this? Or do I actually want the Protectorate, which does extra damage with something like our Flame Strike the following turn, considering I get to freeze this anyway? I'm leaning towards actually wanting the Protectorate. And let's take another 4/12. Could take the 8/8. You can also technically take Azure Explorer, which makes your Flame Strike do 7 damage, but it's too easy for them to kill the 2/3.
Time is short.
Alright. Not sure if I should hide to Ash or not. I'm not sure. If I didn't, it's good to see.
Me tusk won't stop shattering.
I'm really expecting to use Flame Strike here. There is some possibility of lining up Spammy Arcanist. I'm really expecting Flame Strike. Just Flame Strike Snowman. Flame Strike Snowman does 8 damage to their face. Well, actually, does 16 damage to their face. Make sure you do it in the right order. If you play Snowman first, your missiles hit the wrong targets. This is genuinely one of the very first protectorates I've ever activated. It actually may be the very first. Either the game has just been over because the opponent has conceded when I put this down, or it gets sheeped or something, or hexed. I don't think I even knew that it had the Arcane Missiles animation as opposed to any other animation. I've set it up many times, but I don't think I've ever been able to follow it up. At least it's real mean. Just the 5 mana. Just the 5 mana Drake Fire is insanely mean. Insanely cruel.
Every nightmare must end.
It doesn't matter much. I'm just trying to figure the best way to play around Meteor. I don't want to put the 4/3 next to the 4/10 is the only real priority. They got their own Drake Fire, but even if they hyper high roll, you know, like double Onyxia, I don't think it's good enough, is it? I might be able to get guaranteed lethal just with the 4 missiles on Snogre, but if every single missile were to hit, then I'll go spotty. I don't know if I have lethal. I know I have lethal this way, so we'll do it this way. Alright, we played 30 cards. Took almost 30 minutes. Took 26 minutes to play 30 cards. Alright, 10 wins, no loss, double digit, not a single loss, 2 games in a row, 1 unfortunately against Duck, where our Belinda has rolled higher than any of the games yesterday. JC has also could use Primordial Drake for lethal.
Queen Ashara Arthas.
All imperfections must be swept away.
Guess I'll keep the voodoo. Ah, there's Belinda. I was literally gonna say, like, we kept Belinda on our opening hand both of the last games, and it worked out great. Maybe I should hard mulligan for Belinda. But she showed up anyway.
Tracking my movements.
Well, I coined the 3 with the follow-up 3. I didn't really just want to ping their face, but I'm giving them a really good trade with their 3-2 anyway, so... They're gonna play the same card I'm playing. I suppose the plan changes. I was gonna trade into the 1-1 and just drop my own Albatross, but with the draw of the Firefly, let's just put a 1-2 against the 1-1, and next turn we can drop the Albatross and the Flame Elemental together. I got a good trade into the Albatross, but that's okay. Potentially drop your loot order instead of the Albatross. Potentially. We've already pulled our Flame Strike, but also already pulled the Snowman. We still have the Cone of Cold in the deck for the Belinda. We also have 1 Flame Strike and a Drake Fire.
For my next trip.
Hope we don't draw the other Flame Strike early. This Tempo Magician, I mean, they must have some really good, they must have like multiple Templar captains or something. Because we've seen Gluttonous Ooze, which is not the greatest card. We see the Magician tempoed out. They must have some really good stuff coming up, because what we've seen so far is something I might see it, 2-2. Let's see what we draw with Belinda.
You take me for an ordinary mage?
Okay, so we did not get the Flame Strike, but we drew the Drake Fire in the right order again. We'd much rather have the 3-10. We'd much rather have the 3-10 than the 10-3.
Hey, give me that!
We know they are holding a dragon. I hope they don't have a second Bookworm, because if they have a second Bookworm they can also activate. That'll just eat the 3-10 real easy. Pie's expecting a Brass Swing, certainly could happen. They're just gonna try to gun it into our face.
Reporting for duty.
Good draw on the Glacial Shard. I'll probably freeze their face. Huh. I think I'm taking Raid Boss, but Sleepy Dragon could be really good too. And the regular Onyxia can provide whelps for the Raid Boss Onyxia. Not on this turn, but on future turns.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have played that. Gives me 1 less whelp.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, good as a Peter. Chase. Holy 10-0 Batman. Twin Tyrant is never gonna be good enough here. Hitting the Onyxia was actually one of the better hits possible. But they are still nearly dead. We got 24 damage. They don't have enough mana for a Deathwing, so they need like an equality combo. These decks are dirty. The Belinda has been 100% consistent across all these games so far. The Belinda has been much better today than it was yesterday. And yesterday, we still got the 7-0. Alright, 11-0. Can we get the 12-0? Or will we slide down to 11-3 and I'll go, oh man, losing 3 in a row is never good, but hey, 11's still good. 11's still good. Got to have a lot of fun with Belinda. But maybe we can go 12-0. Maybe we can go 12-0. This is what happens at 12-0. Not much. Not much here, because we already have the 12-0 Mage achievement. If we didn't have the 12-0 Mage achievement, we'd get an achievement. I'd be pretty happy about that. But we've already got that one. We're missing Hunter, we're missing Rogue, and we're missing Paladin. I'm still surprised we're missing the Paladin 12-0. There's no next time on. I only do next time on if we are at 11-2. If there is a peril of Goku being defeated by Frieza forever. Will Goku defeat Frieza? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Frieza defeated. Who's Belinda? Says guy, I'll take credit if you go 0-3 now, eh? This deck's so fun with all the big spells and the Diamond Belinda. Yep. Gotta get all those Alterac legendaries. I guess the other thing can happen at 12-0 decks is I have the option of, you know, putting insane 12-0 deck on like a YouTube thumbnail if we put this run on YouTube. You can do the YouTube face with, you know, like 5 mana Drake Fire. Good to see Tapp and Rosenberg, by the way, if I haven't said hi yet. I don't know who I've said hi to. And Cap. Not sure if I said hi, Cap.
Versus Uther.
Our opponent is AWOL. Doesn't that mean they're gone? Aren't they gonna just concede immediately? It's on a ones. I'm gonna run out of cards pretty quickly here, huh? I think we start with the Voodoo, because the Glacial Shard and Young Priestess effects matter next turn. The heal for 2 will not likely matter for a long time. Spire Tank draw is good. Assuming nothing changes, right now we would trade the 2-2 and trade the 2-1 Elemental and play the Spider Tank.
True strength comes from within.
Things changed. Things changed. Now we're a little upset.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
I got a random rune. Alright, well, they got this 5/5 Divine Shield.
True strength.
And another Vindicator. Are they gonna play another ring? That'd be... Let's go with interesting. Hold the bridge. Okay. Yes, I see why they're at 11-0. Pretty strong board. Pretty strong board for turn 3. Especially considering I played 3 1s. That's why the ring was so big.
Conundrum.
So we can triple trade to kill the 5/5. But then I just ping their Divine Shield. You know, putting down the Spider Tank doesn't help us at all. So aren't they pretty well known? Maybe.
Such choices.
I don't know them, but maybe they're on leaderboards a lot. I don't think they stream, or I probably would have heard about that. Next turn we have a Knight Captain available. Alright, well with a Knight Captain available next turn, maybe all we do is ping the Divine Shield. Hope that they don't, like, consecrate us so we can do Knight Captain next turn with one of the 2/2s on the 5/5. Pops a cooler. Okay, not nearly as strong as their last couple of turns, fortunately.
Who is next on the chopping block?
So fun.
So they got a 3/3 that can freeze. They got 5 mana, and we have the 6/6 and 1/1. Next turn we can Violet Teacher and ping. Double freeze plus big ol' whelp. Do we want to build a snowman? I guess so. We can play Spider Tank and Snowman. I like that more than Violet Teacher ping. 7 more fan episodes. Okay, $3,000 we've never seen from me. The only, you know, if only if the name is, you know, Goko instead of Goku. You know, it's gotta be these parody names. Gotta be these parody names so you don't get in trouble like Team 4-Star.
Do you take me for an ordinary mage?
Wrong order. We got the right order in the other game. It's wrong order here. We wanted
So fun.
the 3/7, but we got the 7/3.
Reporting for duty.
How about a mullah?
Come on. They get you making bread when they slip. They didn't die. The shock that ain't unexpected in the field. Check for the frailty of the half-human part of his physiology. Right, but then, you know, aren't they just gonna Dragon Ball wish him back anyway? Already to the anime voice turn. Well, the 7/10, well, that's true. That is true.
Choices.
I don't know what the anime voice turn is. I could immediately flame strike the opponent, or I could play more conservatively by building a snowman. No, I didn't have the hair on. Cone Ping face set for Spammy Sis Tap. That's an interesting idea. And it is an expensive Cone of Cold. That's an interesting idea. If I think I'll still ping the Faceless Corruptor, actually. Because otherwise, is it too obvious what we're doing? I mean, it is too obvious, but... Oh, no, come on, fancy. But I don't have any Dragon Ball actual hair. What are you gonna get? You've done a very specific setup. All I can do is the Joey voice, right? It would just be, oh boy, I sure enjoy making bread. Especially when I'm making banana bread with all these banana peels on the floor. Whoa! By Max Index, still slightly too high, I believe.
Pay attention, class.
Well, they're not very likely to play a frozen spell. Okay, Slash says, I got you on time. You got here before the end of the deck. Well, I hope you got here right before the end of the deck. Moments before. thought about playing the Ruin a little bit. Little bit. Whichever wish back to life. It's full human. I might explode. Wait. Didn't Krillin get wished back to life like 5 times? Wasn't Krillin fully human? So, these 3 are minions. This thing is not a minion. We can just Flame Strike again and trade the 3/3, which is probably what I'll do.
Take them out!
Okay, they got 3 buffed minions. Nobody expects the second Flame Strike, followed by the spammy. I wasn't expecting their second Vindicator. Ooh, Brass Wing. Well, they heal to almost full. I can do spammy trade, or I can try to trust the Rune. If the Rune goes extraordinarily badly, ooh, that'd be sad. Got Flame Strike again. Never stop Flame Striking. Never stop Flame Striking.
As if I could be cleverer.
Well, if they have like a Hosen to full heal that's gonna be really depressing. Right now it puts our 6/4 to 6/2, which is not bad. Drawing the 2 cards near the end was nice, especially. Summon even larger Flame Strike. I did summon a larger cost Flame Strike. Cost 9, sort of. Oh, wow. They had 2 Menagerie Magicians. Oh, no. It was the last game we saw Menagerie Magician, wasn't it? Okay. So they did heal that a bit, but we can still Primordial Drake and Peng to kill it for sure. We have an alternative. If I play Grim Necromancer, we have 1 health minion, 2 health minion, 3 health minion, 4 health minion, 5 health minion. We can grow Grim Necromancer plus Spammy to kill everything except the Stegodon. Do we like that better than trade Primordial Drake Peng? I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no. No! I've had to deal with like 3 Flame Strikes in a row and then the Primordial. I still got this Spammy in reserve. It's interesting to see these high-end Paladins run Menagerie Mission, though. I've been really avoiding drafting it. Volcanosaur. I think they're looking for poison right now, yeah?
Reporting for duty.
They're gonna trade the 5/3 in advance. Maybe they're tired. Maybe they're tired of getting hit by Flame Strikes. If we use Spammy right now, we kill those, we drop the shield, we do 1 damage there, we do 2 damage here. We won't quite be able to kill it, but still worth thinking about for a second.
A conundrum.
Let's draw another card. Maybe I do want the Spammy, because I can't ping this and the Divine Shield. But now I'm going to damage the big ol' whelp, which wasn't my intention. Alright, well, I played a 5/3 big ol' whelp when I could have played a 5/5. Thank you very much to Sofa Plays with the raid. It was 11-0. It is 11-0. It is 11-0, although right now I'm ahead on cards, but behind on board.
Reporting for duty.
Come here, kitties. Keep them away from Scruffy. I don't know if Scruffy gets along with cats. I know Scruffy doesn't get along with other dogs too well. Alright, let's make sure we get a shout out for Sofa, who streams Hearthstone Arena, along with a variety of other stuff, who's been doing Subnautica Below Zero lately. Thank you, Chicken, with the follow. I appreciate that. I need to figure out what we're doing. Just build a 9/9, but we need to go wider than that.
The dark path is my destiny.
Weld it down, lock it up.
Alright, I'm hoping they can't counter this width, and that we can finally, get ahead on board. No, we were ahead on board before. No, they can counter the width. They can counter the width. Yeah. I'd like to draw Drake Fire, because now we're way behind on board. No Drake Fire, but the Basilisk could actually help. They got 13 damage against our 14 health. That is critical.
Mind if I roll need?
Not too much I can do, unfortunately. Alright, well, if they got like a Vine Cleaver or Blessing of Kings, we're just dead. My spamming 6 was very costly. I agree. I agree.
My work is paramount.
They are holding another dragon. There's 2 damage. They need 2 final damage if they want to kill us right now. You can start your data too late. You're not too late, although it's not the best time to redeem it, because I would, you know, you'd be waiting until, like, after the first game of the next run. Most likely. Well, no, actually, that's assuming we win this game, which, right now, I guess doesn't look super likely. This is fairly useful. I mean, we have to trade the 6/5 and the 2/1. No. Or 6/5 and the 1/1 if I ping that.
A conundrum.
We can play Egwin and Illusionist. Ping the Tempest. They trade here.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
Well, so like I said, 6/5, 1/1. Might have to do 3/5 against the 1/1, but yeah, they still got this other dragon, don't they? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so we say through the last 2 games today, knew you had it there. Went 6-7 today, though, so you're happy. I'm again a lot of 6s lately myself. Yes, they got the random Molten Reflection. They got the Senjin. Banner Demon's voice churn. If I draw my Drake Fire Amulet, 1 in 4, I can still win this thing. I didn't draw it. I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? That's what I get. They have 10 damage on board against my 17 life points. But previously, they didn't have 4 burst damage. Now is the time to spam the board. Go wide.
A conundrum.
Haven't you tried that the last 3 turns, Yugi? It hasn't worked out? Shut up!
My powers are never truly gone. This only works.
My powers are never truly gone.
Finally, a second chance.
I went to a dragon. Yeah, unfortunately, it's the elemental side quest we got off Ruin. The other one would have been better. Nice, enjoy it. Joey, what do you think about my chances to win this game? Well, you... Shut up! Nobody asked you, but you... No! Doesn't matter. Ooh, terrain. How bad is that for us? Not great. Not great. Still no Drake Fire. Mel says, hope your games are going well. Hey, we're at 11-0, so that's great, but doesn't look like we're gonna pull through here. Check for the legit last one. Well, maybe we could draw it here. We can draw a Fireball.
I am low on cards.
It wasn't literally the last card, the second to last card. I need to get like 2 sleepy dragons, though. Yes. John says, me and Shep are watching you. Better give some power to my ability to get dragon taunts, then. And I got a dragon rush. No dragon taunts. I think I'm always dead. Unfortunately. Boom. Boom. Yeah, they'll be over lethal. They'll be over lethal. Need the taunt. Need the taunt. Didn't get the taunt.
Aren't you impressive?
Well, like Lair said, if I had not made the mistake of summoning the 5/3 instead of the 5/5, that definitely may have been all it took. That may have been all it took to sway that game. 3 or 4. But, like I said, we've already got the 12-0 achievement. So if this was a Paladin deck, I made a mistake that maybe held us back from getting the 12-0 achievement. That would be really annoying. But here, we've already got the Mage one. A 12-1 is just as good as a 12-0. It takes a little more time, which means you get to play a deck longer. If it's a cool deck like this, that could be good. All right. What was it? J-Master? Somebody was asking about the Star Trek show of this. It might not be the best time, because you'd have to wait till after the next run to do it. But actually lost, so we could have done it here. But actually, I guess it is. We're 8 minutes early, but I guess it is a good time to take our first break. Because nobody's gonna leave during the break if we're at 11-1, right? It's a strategically good time to take a 3-minute break. I will be back in 3 minutes to see if this deck can still get 12. If we're gonna go to like 11-2. Yugi and Joey's voices. There he left. Alright. Yugi and Joey's voices combined sounds exactly like Save. Amazing. It's some type of huge coincidence. Go far says they left. It has never said anything. You left and you're more here than ever before. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Oh, what? Is that why you're saying the thing? How'd this happen? Why aren't those gone? West requested a show of the coolest monster episode of Star Trek. Coolest monster episode. It's an interesting question. Because, you know, the most famous monster episodes are the Gorn and probably the Horda from the original series. But I don't know if they're cool. This is Ice Monster. Which Ice Monster? There was an Ice Monster in the 2009 movie that looked like the monster from Cloverfield because it was J.J. Abrams. They don't know what. I'm just guessing. The coolest monster episode. I'm thinking about it. I guess Species 8472 kind of counts as a monster. We watch too much Doctor Who. There's definitely more monster episodes of Doctor Who than Star Trek, I would say, but it's not like Star Trek has a lack of them.
Weld it down, lock it up.
Hep says, here's the opponent's raid boss, Onyxia, quite possibly.
We are friends now. Hello, friend.
Melt it down.
We type in Star Trek monster. Mostly original series stuff comes up. The Gorn, the Salt Monster, and the Horda. They got the tardigrade from Star Trek Discovery. And they do have, yeah, they have another kind of important episode I see here. Favorite Doctor Who was the one with David Tennant. Yeah, David Tennant was great. I liked the first year with Matt Smith, right after David Tennant, was my favorite year of Doctor Who. But the Tennant years were really good too. Just hope it looks like Night Star and Will. We got that 11-1. We got pretty close to the 12-0. Pretty close. Maybe I'll play this one just to see if it's in the trailer. Just to see if it's in the trailer. I type in Star Trek Monster. I'm scrolling, and one of them that comes up is is this Spock with the dog that they put the little horn on it in the antenna.
Who is next on the chopping block?
It says, yes! Best monster ever. Try to remember which episode that is. Trying to remember which episode that is.
Who is next on the chopping block?
Well, I mean, that still works in our favor.
With their heads!
Nothing wrong with that from our perspective.
Ever jousted a
I should have traded this first.
Job's done.
This has to be from the first season. I don't know. I don't remember when the space dog shows up. I don't think it was a big part of the episode. It's from The Enemy Within. Oh, which has a great trailer. I don't think the dog's in the trailer, but it has a great trailer. I know that one has a great trailer. Yeah, the Alpha 177 K9, yeah. Episode taunt face indeed.
My powers are never truly gone.
I could trade the 5-3 in advance. You associate with the 3-mana hero power. Yeah. Better against them than anybody else. So we get to use it against that mage. They have the 0-mana hero power. Push it back up to 3. That was cool. Ooh, that's strong. That's strong. Just figured Ghoul Monster would be good. Yeah, it's more Doctor Who thing than Star Trek. Yeah. Like I said, pretty much all the monster episodes are from the original series. Pretty much all of them. Not all of them. Pretty much all of them.
The fires of vengeance burn bright!
Star Trek is more, at least after the original series, and even the original series, you know, it's aliens with rubber foreheads.
The dark path is my destiny.
More than monsters, typically. Yeah, that's always nasty to see, but we do have a lot of health at the moment.
Finally, a second chance.
Bounty with the 3 months of sub.
Excellent decision.
Thank you very much. I hope I can dedicate this win to you, but they still have a lot more cards than us, even if they have less health. We shall see. Regardless, I appreciate it, and it is safe for you with your support.
Tracking their movements.
That's interesting. I don't really want to take any damage. So I think we are going to go Loot Hoarder spammy.
Him out! Mind if I roll knee? I make this look easy. You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
I says, don't Loot Hoarder. Why? Well... I figured, well, I guess I can always trade it the next turn if they don't kill it. I was just thinking just go ahead and grab the draw. But you're right. I can just trade it next turn. Alright, well, we don't get 12-0, and we take a bunch of damage from 2 Inquisitors. But we get the 12 in general. Do you take me for an ordinary mage? Get to see her played one more time. Alright. Not a 12-0, but it's a 12. We can dedicate that win to Bounty. With the 3 months of sub, they're appreciated. And also, thank you so for plays with the raid a little earlier. So this is the thing, I'm out of dust. I mean, I can do it, but I have to go, I'd have to go disenchant cards. But we got a golden doggy biscuit. We got a golden doggy biscuit. Scruffy will not eat doggy biscuits. He refuses. He absolutely refuses. He sniffs, he looks at you, he sniffs, he looks at you, he walks away. I've tried multiple. He won't go for it. We've got... I guess we'll open the Alterac pack first, because we get to open a lot less Scalaman's packs. Epic! Pops a cooler. The Scalaman's pack is gonna have... Golden. 2 golden commons. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, we've got 2 of these pretty much for sure, but not bad.